I'm just sitting here thinking about how quickly summer passes by while we watch our kids relaxing and having fun. I know my three boys really love summer. They hang with friends, they go swimming, they go bike riding, and of course they love sleeping in. So how do we help our kids make that transition from summer to back to school? Today, I'm going to offer you some tips that I hope you will find helpful with this transition. The first one is to establish a routine. So that begins with going to bed a little bit earlier each night. So waking up in the morning won't be such a challenge when it's time to go to school. My next little piece of advice is to really start thinking about school lunches. Get your kids involved in that. Ask them what they would like to bring to school and see if there are ways that they can actually help in making their own lunches. And then you also need to start thinking about school materials inside that school bag. Again, get your kids involved. Go to the store with them and their class lists. Have them start labeling their things as well. And reuse stuff from last year. It'll save you some money and the environment. Remember, the more organized you are and the better your routine is, your children will be less stressed and ultimately so will you. My next tip is to start with healthy habits as well. Again, we talked about going to bed a little bit earlier, but we need to start thinking about nutritional breakfast, that fuel that's going to get them going through their school day. And also, screen time. It probably was slightly more elevated during the summer, so it's time to step that back a little bit. My third tip is really to start opening up positive dialogue. For some kids, they love going back to school. They can't wait to see their friends. For others, it's stressful, frustrating, and they might even be a little bit angry. So it's important to talk to your kids in a positive way. Think of it as an adventure. You're gonna see your old friends, you're gonna make some new friends, and you're gonna have some new teachers to get to know. And finally, it's really important that you start thinking about a homework routine. I know homework can be super stressful in households. I have three boys, I know what it's like. So it's important to think about time management, when homework should be done, always considering that your children might have some after school activities. Maybe a sports team or a dance troupe, or they take an art class, or they have a tutor. So it's important when thinking about homework time to factor in all those other things as well. And remember, you can always visit Allo Prof Parents, where you'll have tons more tips and tricks to help you with that transition to back to school. And of course, I'd love to hear what you have to say.